My Mount Rushmore of NFL franchises. Let's see who I've got as the 4 greatest NFL teams over the history of the league. I'll start with the most obvious for me. That's the Patriots. While I personally hate this franchise, there's no way they don't belong on the Mount Rushmore of NFL teams. They have the most Super Bowl appearances with 11, which is 3 more than any other team. Tied for the most Super Bowl victories with 6. And they have arguably the game's greatest player of all time in Tom Brady, who won 3 MVPs there. They've got to be on the Mount Rushmore. Next up, another one that I think is pretty obvious, the Steelers. They're tied for the most Super Bowl victories with the Patriots having 6. They also have 8 appearances, which is good for second most all time. And come on, this team doesn't finish below 500. A bad year for them is 9-8. Definitely on the Mount Rushmore. Starting to get a little tougher here, but I'm still pretty comfortable with the next choice, the 49ers. They have the second most Super Bowl victories with 5. 8 championship appearances, which is tied for second all time, and some of the greatest players of all time with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. The final spot was a tough one for me. I considered 4 franchises. The Giants have 4 Super Bowls and one of the greatest players of all time in Lawrence Taylor, but I just don't think they belong on the Mount Rushmore. The Chiefs are on the come up. They have 4 Super Bowls as well, and I can see them joining this group in the next couple of years, but I just don't think they're there yet. So that gave me the Packers and Cowboys. This one is so close for me. The Cowboys have 5 Super Bowls and 8 appearances, while the Packers have 4 victories and 5 appearances. Both franchises have so many legends that have played for them. Cowboys have guys like Emmitt Smith, Roger Staubach. Meanwhile, the Packers have 3 of the greatest quarterbacks the league has ever seen. The Packers also boast the most victories in the league's history. This one's so close, but in the end, I'm going with my final member as the Cowboys. What put them over the top for me was that extra Super Bowl victory, and they also have the highest win percentage of any NFL franchise of all time, so I do value the consistent winning that franchise produces. Let me know what you guys think of my Mount Rushmore of NFL franchises, and also comment any Mount Rushmore you would like to see me make. It can be related to anything, doesn't have to be sports. I'm excited to hear what you guys want to see me do.